Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel. Under our basic grammar lessons, in this video we will learn about verbs. Verbs are the only part of speech that show time when has something happened, whether in the past, present or future. Hence, verbs are very important. What is a verb basically? Verbs are the words which show action or state, that means situation, of a noun or subject in a sentence. In sentences like she is eating, the baby's laughter made everyone happy, yesterday I went for swimming, some action is happening. But in the sentences like Rita is a teacher, I am hungry, I have a red car, there is no action but still there is a verb which shows state or situation of noun or pronoun. Hence, verbs can express action as well as state of something. What are the different kinds of verbs? The different kinds of verbs are action and state verbs. We also call them dynamic and static verbs. Main and helping verbs, regular and irregular verbs, and transitive and intransitive verbs. Let's understand them one by one. First of all, action and state verbs. What is an action verb? Action, as the name suggests, expresses a physical activity, something that a person, animal, force of nature or thing can do. Hence, words like play, drive, flow, eat, think, jump, explode, grow, etc. All of these show physical activity. Hence, they all are action verbs. The children are playing football. Playing is action. Rajesh is shouting. Shouting is action. Archana sang a beautiful song. Sang is an action in the past. Hence, all of these are action verbs. Then what are state or static verbs? A state verb expresses a situation or state of a noun or pronoun. They don't show any action but situation or state or status. Now let's see, where do we use state or static verbs? State verbs are used to express possession or ownership. Words like have, has, had express ownership. For example, he has a big house. I had a red car. I sold it. Here, has and had are verbs. Have and has are used to show ownership in the present, while had is used to show ownership in the past. State verbs are also used to express senses and perceptions. Words like look, see, smell, appear, etc. show senses and perceptions. You look nice. This flower smells wonderful. Words like look and smell do not show any action here, but perception or senses. State verbs are used to express feelings and emotions like love, hate, anger, like, dislike, etc. Like I love my pet. He likes wearing watches. Love and likes are verbs. State verbs are used to express thoughts and opinions. Think, believe, agree, disagree, etc. are all words to express thoughts and opinions. I think I know him. He believes in smart work. Here, think and believe doesn't express any physical activity but thoughts and opinions. Hence, they are verbs. State verbs are also used to express profession and position. For example, he is a doctor. He lives in Singapore. Next is main and helping verbs. While main verbs are used to show the main action in the sentence, helping verbs, which are also known as auxiliary verbs, they are used to help the main verb in the sentence, and mainly when the sentence is expressed in different tenses. For example, the children are playing football. In this sentence, playing is the main action, hence it's the main verb, and the word are is the helping verb. We cannot express helping verb without the main verb. We cannot say the children playing football. It will be a wrong sentence. Hence, we need a helping verb to express a sentence, to express the proper meaning of the sentence. Similarly, Rajesh is shouting, my sister has baked a cake. These are the sentences in different tenses. Helping verbs are basically the base form of to be, to have and to do. The base forms of to be are, is, am, are, was, were, etc. The base forms of to be are have, has and had. And the base form of to do is do, did, done, doing. For example, Jane was talking to her grandmother. Here was is the form of be. We have visited UK 4 times. Have is the form of to have. I don't play golf. Don't is the negative form of to do. Helping verbs can also be modal verbs like can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, etc. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that express possibility, ability, permission, probability, obligations, etc. We will read about modal verbs in details later. For example, you should speak to the doctor. Should is the modal here. I will come to meet you in the evening. Will is modal verb. He can lift this box. Here also, modal verbs cannot be used without helping verb, without the main verb. For example, we can't say he can this big box. If we don't use the word lift, the main verb, there will be no use of modal verb. Next, we have regular and irregular verbs. If we add only ed to the past tense of verb, it is a regular verb. For example, cook, cooked, laugh, laughed, look, looked. Here in the past tense, we have only added ed to the present tense. But if the past tense of verb changes completely in spelling, it is an irregular verb. For example, go becomes went in the past tense. Eat becomes ate. Sing becomes sang. So all these are irregular verbs. Next kind of verbs are transitive and intransitive verbs. What are transitive verbs? A transitive verb passes the action to an object. They need a direct object to work on. For example, the children are playing football. Here football is the object and the action of playing is happening on football, which is a direct object. I made a cake. The action of making is passing on to the object cake here. So transitive verbs need an object to complete the action. Words like give, carry, climb, kiss, make, hit, kick, etc. need an object to complete the meaning, to complete the action. Hence, they are transitive verbs. Now, what are intransitive verbs? An intransitive verb does not pass the action to an object. They do not need an object to complete the action. For example, Rajesh is shouting. Here, shouting is a verb and we don't need an object to express the action shouting. He jumped very high. Jumped is again intransitive verb because we don't need an object here. So words like laugh, shout, live, run, sit, sleep, etc. all are intransitive verbs because they do not need an object to complete the action. So these were the different kinds of verbs. We will read about these verbs in details later in my channel. So keep watching. Thank you for listening to this video. Bye bye. Take care.